Welcome back to Awafahim, and we're on day 1 of Cozumel, where we're going over to the mainland for Playa del Carmen. Enjoy!
Good morning!
Morning!
And welcome back to...
We don't know yet. When this is announced, it'll be in the process of name changing, but we are keeping the phrase Awafahim.
We are Awafahim, aren't we?
We are Awafahim.
We're Awafahim today in a new country for Connor.
It is, but in Mexico for Cozumel.
Yes, the island of Cozumel in Mexico is also a first time I've been here as well.
But for both of us, we're getting off the island of Cozumel to go to the mainland.
Yes, I'm off to Playa del Carmen, the big resort town.
Yeah.
So I'll take you around there with me, and you...
I'm going there in the evening part, but to begin with, I'm going to the Tulum Mayan ruins. So not chicken pizza, but Tulum Mayan ruins.
Isn't it funny how we said that together?
No, it
it's Chichen Itza, for those that don't know, so we shortened it to
chicken pizza. How rude of us.
But yeah, it's going to be super busy when we're here. There's
about 6 ships. You can see one big one possibly, and then
on the horizon.
Yeah, so I think over the next 2 days, we're here overnight. There's going to be about 11 of us. So there's going to be about 11 of us in port, about 20,000 people over both days.
Yeah, I think
or
so.
Each day.
15 today, 20 tomorrow, so 35,000 people.
So lots of people, but this is Cozumel, so the area does accommodate it well. It's used to it. So although it sounds insane, it's used to it. Our ship is chartered its own ferry across the mainland, so that'll make it easier for us. I imagine most cruise ships would do that also.
Yeah, so we don't have to wait in massive queues, I doubt it. So, and actually the ferry might actually leave from pretty close by. Possibly. So we might not need to get a bus into town. Right, anyway, yeah, that's our day. Come and explore with us. We may have exciting news for season 3.
Well, it's still classed as season 2.
Yeah.
But we had plans this year, which we've shared with you, and other plans, and Chris keeps getting other offers, so we might be changing plans again. But yeah, I wonder when this will be posted.
Next year maybe. Anyway, today's date, just so you see how far behind we are, is the
28th of January.
28th of January, and this is going out in what, October?
I don't know, we'll see. Right.
It's a big delay in filming.
Let's see.
Yeah. Production. Bye. Brilliance of the seas.
So we're on this one just now, and
we're
in
that one.
April, March, we're in that one.
Yeah.
So yes, very lucky.
I know. So we're just off the ship. We're on the way to the ferry now to get across to Playa del Carmen.
Yeah.
Here.
Hello. If you know me, I love Day of the Dead and Mexican festivals, and we're out into the port, and there's already a character.
So the port area is perfect for cruise ship guests with lots of amenities and necessities. So you could spend some time here or head out into Cozumel, or as what we're about to do, catch a ferry over to the mainland. So let's get on this ferry and get across. It was a very stylish ferry, however it was incredibly bumpy and rough, so people were told to be prepared, but we made it across. Right, hello. Quite a rocky ride over.
That's rough. I still feel rough.
But we are now in the centre of Playa del Carmen. So we can see already the gates to the beach.
Yeah.
And I think that's the stands where the dancers are later in the evening. But we're not going to be, well, we might be here, we don't know, but I'm away to head that way for about an hour. That way, you're away to head that way. But yeah, we'll see how the port is.
So Chris is spending the day in Playa del Carmen, and you are going with me. We're heading out to Tulum, to a Mayan ruin. So Chris is very much having a relaxing day, so we won't see much of him, but I will be taking you around many of the archaeological areas. So let's explore. This area has been made for tourists, so the actual main driveway was a solid straight road for over an hour and a half. We came across many luxury hotels and leisure facilities just like this entrance here, but we stayed on a very straight road for over an hour. So while I continue on this journey, let's see where Chris is up to.
Hello from Playa del Carmen. It's not the best of places, not much to do. I'm on an on your own tour, so it just means that we just get the ferry across and then that's it, and we're left to our own devices from there. But yeah, I've just walked along this mass. And once I move my hands out. So yeah, we just walked along the massive street. It is literally huge. The battery's running low as I've been trying to get some Wi-Fi and get some things downloaded. Cars just going past them. I'm also trying to find a hairdresser because I need to get my hair cut. And yeah, you just keep getting bothered left, right and centre by people, tequila, amigo, trying to get sales, I suppose. It's quite busy down in the main area, but I'm in the quiet part at the moment. So yeah, we'll just have to see. I'll take some pictures, show you what it's like. But yeah, nothing much to report from me here in Playa del Carmen. Hopefully Connor's having a better day than me. Over to you.
And with that, we have arrived at Tulum. So we're going to head out into the main shop area, have a look at a map, and then we have to travel further into the actual archaeological ruins. So this involved a lot of travel further down, but you'll see that on the map. So this area was where all the tourist attractions were, and where you had to travel further into the Tulum archaeological area where there wasn't your tourist necessities. We actually had to take quite a van in. You can see the queue there waiting for a van, or you could make the journey to walk. However, on the way back I'll show you a longer video of how long it is to actually do the walk. If you're going here with a video camera like I am now, I had to buy a license to film, and you'll see this come up. It's just so that I can prove that I have bought the license. There it is there, and that would allow me to film. So if you are wanting to film, be aware that you will have to pay for that. It's only a couple of dollars. So this is us at the entrance, and we're about to go and make our walkway into the ruins. So saying that, I think it would be a nice time to check back in with Chris to see where he's up to just before I enter the ruins.
Not very far, may I say, not very far. Hello, back with me again. Back in the kind of main part of town, down at the shopping mall. Not much to report from me. I've had a few pictures. Now we're going to go into the kind of the mall. But yeah, not much. Tried to get a haircut They didn't have availability to 4 o'clock, and that's pushing it fine if we have to be back at the boat for 5, and it's quite a long walk. So I'll try and find somewhere else. Battery is running very low now, so back over to you, Connor.
And you're back with me as we start to enter the ruins. So coming out to this gorgeous view here, and we're about to have quite the walk around learning about all the different buildings and how they lived during this time. So coming up to this first house here, one part I found quite interesting is that in the middle of the house there would be a pit, and that is where you would be buried. So you would have 2 beds either side of the pit, and then in the centre there would be a big hole where you would bury your ancestors. And just showing you here, there was lots of lizard wildlife around the area, which I just had to take some videos and pictures of. We couldn't go close up to the temples, they were quite in the distance. However, we were saying that these are where we had our sacrificial tables and where we worshipped their sun gods and their summer solstices as well. So it's a big walkway area. It was filled with tourists, but you didn't feel that it was too busy while we were there. Now, Tulum is known for being a ruin on the coast, so one of the highlights was going straight up to the coastline and taking lots of pictures of that gorgeous view and the beach. And we were told by our guide of many of what has been discovered and found here and what they know about how the people lived during their time at this ruin. And once we had our walk around, it was time to leave the archaeological area. And on our way out, we discovered a beehive within a tree, which we were found very interesting. And on the photo I'm away to show you, as you can see the entrance to the tree and where there's currently lots of bees just sitting on the edge. So this was the tree here. But that was when we got onto our van and it was time to head back. And you can see here how far of a journey it is to walk all the way back to the main tourist visitor centre area of the park. So on that note, I will say farewell, and we're going to be passing back to Chris to see what he's been up to as I hop on the bus to go and join him.
Hello, back with me again. I'm still holding out on 10% here. Maybe reunite with Connor shortly, as it's just 1 hour until the boat sails back to Cozumel. I've had my hair cut, had it run, cut very well. I can hear lots of things happening ahead. But yeah, hopefully catch up with Connor soon. Managed to get a nice top from H&M. That's as good as my day got. I've managed to find lots of souvenirs though, so maybe we'll have some stuff to show you. But right now I'm outside Senor Frogs. So yeah, all good. Bye.
I'm back in Playa del Carmen, and I know that Chris is around here somewhere, and if we see him, we will see him. But this is one of the main tourist attractions of the gateway, where you can see what was used for sports on either side of the hoops, and there's a beautiful decoration. So these are the gates, and often at this area there is lots of performance, music and dances. So you can see some down at the bottom there in the distance, but one of the key highlights is what's just off to the side, and you're going to see a full performance of that, and it happens every day, where it's meant to be a rain dance to perform to the gods. So it is this spire up here, and what happens is the men who are just there getting ready, they're sorting out their costumes, they will climb up this tower. They will tie themselves with ropes at the feet, and then they will jump off it and spin around. So here is the 4 men here. They're at the top, they're just building up, they're winding up the ropes at the top, and their leader will climb up in a middle. So we'll get to see an amazing performance of doing their dance. Often they will look for some change, some donation, if you are standing there watching and filming it, but they do this every day at the same time. So enjoy. And with that, it was time to head back. Our ferry was a chartered ferry with all the tours from the ship that it came over, so we all met back up and it was time to head back. But just look at these gorgeous views of the beach. It was a truly stunning place to be. So here we are, all walking back to the ferry, which will take us back across, and we decided, because of the weather, we decided to sit out on top and enjoy the view and the breeze, unlike last time where we sat on the inside. But that's all from us.
Hello, reunited and back at the ship. Come and walk
after a very busy day. We'll just walk. So yeah, we're back at the ship.
Yes. Highlight of my day was getting my hair cut.
You got a haircut.
Highlight of your day?
Seeing stuff that was too expensive to buy.
Yeah,
in
it's
my
very
opinion.
expensive.
It was
I
just
think so, but it was overly expensive.
Because like a magnet was what, $7. So
I know, a magnet for a keyring.
So if everything starts, if you think a magnet is at $7, but I'm wanting some. I loved Day of the Dead, favourite festival, having a friend there.
Yeah.
I even got to say to the person in the shop what I was wanting. I went, a caravera. So kids would know in the class, caravera. And so she got it, but it was just extortionate. So we did have money each to get something nice, but it wasn't worth.
So what did we end up buying?
Saying. Nothing.
A shot glass.
Oh yeah, you got
$2.
We got a $2 shot glass for
the first time
the cabinet.
I've been here for the cabinet of my mother.
Yeah.
Hi Mum.
But hopefully tomorrow, depending on what we're doing,
Connor wants Mexican food.
I just thought I'd be able to go and sit and get a quesadilla or something. Like,
Well, you would have
Mexican
if you came
food.
to Playa del Carmen with me, but that was
No, I didn't. There was blooming Pizza Hut and Starbucks and.
Where was the Pizza Hut?
There was a Pizza Hut we saw.
Oh.
There was a massive Pizza Hut up at the back when our bus came in. We drove past on the way out. Big Pizza Hut.
It's another new ship.
Yeah.
Another ship's cable.
There we go. Right.
Signing out.
Signing out. We would be saying it will be going to the next port, but we've got an overnight, which is very rare. But we're in a different port, so at 4:30 in the morning we will move down or up the coast, I don't know where. But
tomorrow I think we're both going to be staying on Cozumel, the main island, so we'll see you for tomorrow.
See you next time for day 2 in Cozumel, where we stay on the island.